Alright guys, so just doing this video just about a few wee things, basically talking about just quick wee fads in fitness and all that sort of stuff, and just talking about the kind of offers you get, and speaking to a few of the lads that kind of think they get the same offers, but when you're running, you know, a facility or whatever, you'll always get a few offers here and there. Just I remember one of the first ones I got was when we were a couple of months just in Cavan. Someone rang me up and that company that this woman was working for had bought the rights. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something along the lines of like vibration plates or shake weights or some of this crap anyway. And there was some sort of machine that made you do loads of, you stood in and whatever, the weight fell off you apparently. And she was saying about how a company bought the rights for Ireland, and you know, would have been interested and it'll do great and you'll be able to get loads of people in and all this. And I was just saying, nah, it doesn't really sound like it's for us, thanks, blah blah. I'm trying to get off the phone, but of course, you know, there was no getting off the phone. She kept yapping on, and she was all like, oh, someone's going to get this in your town eventually, and you know, if you're not there, they'll take your clients and all this sort of crap. And I was just like, nah, don't think that's really going to happen. You know, if you know, we just kind of focusing on the whole kind of strength and health and fitness kind of part of it, and you know, the results will come, and you know, I think we'll do all right out of it. And you know, so far so good, but you know, it was just more BS that just wasn't going to go near. The other one then, you know, we've had a few now recently, like just some crazy offers like these. You know, you see guys and they're out and about and they see these things that are maybe they're kind of big in America because there's a couple of Yanks doing it, and of course the Yanks will talk about it and let everyone know they're doing it. And then a few things maybe big in Eastern Europe and these things, but they're not really beneficial for long-term results. And there's not a mission they're going to take off in Ireland. And even if they do, they might take off for a wee fad for a while, for 9 or for 6, 9, 12 months or something. But what these guys don't realise is that, you know, they can market all they want, but eventually people are going to see through the bullshit, you know, and they're going to see what's going on. And when people are doing things maybe for a couple of months, a lot of these things are they're very boring, like there's no kind of social aspect to them, and that's one important thing. And they get bored with them, and also when they're not getting the results, they're not going to, eventually people are going to realise, geez, I'm not getting the results here I thought I was going to get. And people are going to get, you know, annoyed with that, and they're not going to stick at it the same. And you know, you can market all you want, but really, when, you know, you eventually learn, like the human body isn't going to change anytime soon, not in our lifetime, whatever evolution happens, but like the human body's not going to change. What works for the human body, what training programs that help the human body get kind of toned and in shape and fit and strong, that's not going to change. The foods you need to eat to get lean and healthy and toned isn't going to change really for the most part. You know, there might be a few few new exercises or a few new meals may come out, but for the most part it's going to be about eating clean and then, you know, high intensity resistance workouts. If you're doing them two things, you're on the right path. And the problem with a lot of these fads, you know, some clown sees a quick buck and thinks he can get in, but it's not long lasting, and that's why they kind of come and go so quick. And yeah, so like these guys just don't understand kind of the physiology part of it, and they care even less. You know, they're just in for a quick buck, and that's why they never last. And you kind of just have to be wary of any of these fads that are out there, and there'll always be a few coming and going. But for the most part, and as I tell any of my members, like, you know, you might see certain bits about the new Hollywood workouts that some, you know, superstars doing, but it'll always be the ones that are really effective. It'll always be some form of resistance training, whatever name they want to put on it, or whatever new trainers doing, so whatever. It'll always be based, you know, the principles will never change. As I say, sometimes the methods might, but the principles will never change. And you just kind of want to know that what you're sticking to. So it'll always be kind of eat clean, less processed the better, just good fresh food, and resistance workout, high intensity, you know, push-ups, squats, lunges, plank, all this sort of stuff is now going to go out of fashion really, especially the way technology's going, and we've even more time to sit in our ass and get everything handed to us. So unless things go full circle and we have to start getting out about, which doesn't seem to be happening anymore, so you know, we need kind of these exercises and these kind of diets to keep us straight. So hope maybe that helped a wee bit. So thanks for watching. Chat to you later.